RV in Penticton, now featuring 6 new Newmar models. More info at midtownrv.ca.
Welcome back, Stephen Whiteside, the beverage director for both Miku and Minami restaurants, is with us today. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So we thought Saturday Sips right before Valentine's Day. Why not learn about some lovely Valentine's-inspired cocktails?
Yeah. So for Valentine's Day every year, we usually generally bring on a specialty cocktail, something that's more geared toward the event, and we try to focus more on the red aspect of things. Just make a little bit of sweetness, just to kind of emphasize what's going on to the event.
So when you dive off into the red zone,
yes.
is there a flavor that automatically comes to mind, or something that you want to use liqueur-wise, or
Absolutely. Well, you can obviously think you've got raspberry, we've got strawberry, we've got berries in general. For this particular drink, we went for cassis. I love this product. It's from an East Vancouver producer, Odd Society. Their products are so fresh, so delicious. So I use it actually very often.
A lot?
I use it a lot. Yeah.
I like the way you laugh when you say that. Use that a lot.
Yeah, I do. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Where's the accent from, by the way?
It's from Ireland.
Okay,
Yeah.
Just want to double check.
Yeah. Okay.
Without any insults.
No.
So Ruby Flame, it's a twist on a cocktail that we used to have. It was a fan favourite. We just took it away just to kind of change things up, but we've brought it back under a different kind of alias, shall we say.
Oh. Does it break your heart as a mixologist when a drink gets taken off that's so popular, and it's just like...
I mean, ultimately it's my decision, but you know, we have to keep things fresh and keep things moving forward and for our guests, because we don't want things to get stale. Miku and Minami, the brewery company, it's all about innovation, it's all about change. So that's what we're kind of trying to do.
And local too, right?
Absolutely. So it's taking international ideas with local ingredients, which is what I've done with this drink actually, with the Odd Society. And then we have You. It's a sake brewery from Richmond. They produce a beautiful Nagori sake, and you can see obviously a beautiful texture there. So we're going to start off with this.
And the Nagori sake is the unfiltered?
Unfiltered, yeah. So they basically don't take it off the sake cask, they don't put it through that final filtration.
Okay.
Just kind of adds a little bit of texture and a little bit of sweetness as well. So we're going to start with 45 milliliters of that. And then also, it's
a beautiful color.
Beautiful color. Just kind of keeps its richness in the drinks as well. A lot of some other products, other liqueurs, the genuine flavor kind of dissipates out of it when you shake it together. So this is beautiful. It kind of really holds it together. I got a couple other products here. A coconut liqueur. We're just going to use a small amount of this.
How different is it working with sake compared to any other alcohol in terms of balancing it with?
It's good and it's bad. It's fantastic because it's so versatile. But some of the times when you're trying to mix it, it's a little bit too subtle. So you have to be very careful with how you're using it and not overpowering, which is really great that we have the Nagori, because it has a lot of texture, it has a lot of body and a lot of kind of character in itself. And then lastly, we're going to use a Japanese citrus fruit. We see it quite often in the market in Vancouver these days. It's yuzu, so yuzu juice. It's kind of more tart. It has a very, very unique flavour, and it really comes through with this cocktail.
All right.
Now my favourite part.
Ice?
Ice. That you're going to do, please, Jay.
Sure. Do my best not to get in the way.
This is the one where it does go over your soup.
Which way do I go? Does it matter which way?
Doesn't matter which way you go. Just give it a good solid. There you are, my friend.
Nicely done.
So
this is a special for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
In celebrating Valentine's Day, what else do you have on the drink menu there that's special?
Absolutely. So we can just let that sit for a bit. It's a very dense ice. We have Sparkling by the Glass. Summerhill Sipes, obviously supporting local again. And obviously we like to support sake because it's the Japanese form. We have a premium sake flight. So we have a traditional sake flight, but for this special occasion we like to put on, give them a better array of the premium offerings that we have. So it's 3 individual sakes all coming on a flight with different styles and different flavours.
So how come we're letting it sit? Sorry.
So the ice that I give you, It's a cold draft, so it's a very, very dense ice. It's colder and it's stronger. I can let it sit there and it won't dilute. It won't kind of fall away.
It's not going to melt it.
It's not going to melt it too much, just like you see in this drink here. Made 5-10 minutes ago under this heat light, and it really keeps its structure. It's a very important component when you're making drinks and thinking about drinks.
You want to get them diluted. What did you rim the glass with?
So the glass is a Togarashi sugar rim. Togarashi is a Japanese setting spice. Dried ginger, black sesame, things like that, and it has quite a bit of heat to it, so we just kind of balance it with the sugar, and obviously just put it on half the rim for those people who really don't like
The
the spice.
importance of rimming a drink.
It gives another dimension. It allows the guest to create their own experience. So whether they want just the flavour of the cocktail itself, or they want to go a different level. So this drink obviously has a beautiful sweetness to it. If they want to add the spice to kind of give it a bit more balance, then they're more than welcome to do that. It makes things a little bit more interactive. Would you like to do this part, or?
No, go ahead.
Excellent.
I don't want to claim total ownership of this.
Yeah, you don't want to take it all.
Ooh, it is very pretty though.
That's a nice color. How often do you like to refresh your beverage menu?
We do it twice a year. So we like to do it in a spring and a fall, and that just keeps us fresh with whatever's happening in terms of what's happening in the market, and what's happening with fresh. So whatever the drinks.
Okay, so that's the Ruby Flames.
It's Ruby Flame.
How about this one over here?
I'm just gonna finish this off. So this is Oni no Chi, means demon's blood. It's a twist on a El Diablo. You have tequila with serrano infused chili, ginger liqueur, and again the creme de cassis from Odd Society.
Okay, and the one at the far end?
The one at the far end is Nightshade. It's one of my bartenders at Miku actually created it. It's made with baijiu, is a Chinese sorghum distillate, as well as egg white.
Is that still a rice wine then?
Sorghum is we're classified as a super grain. It's supposed to outlive us all. But it's very, very rigorous, so it grows in various high demand.
Okay.
And the baijiu is a spirit that's been used in Czech for many years, so it's just bringing in that Asian aspect with it.
Shall we?
Very good.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead, Jay, and I will tell the folks at home where to get more information. MikuRestaurant.com, MinamiRestaurants.com. You can follow them both on Twitter, @MinamiL10 and @MikuRestaurant. What'd you say? Oh, yes.
I know you enjoy your...
Diablo. Oh,
This
isn't
is
that
finished with
pretty?
house bitters. It just adds a beautiful colour to it.
It does add a pretty color.
Thank you so much
Cheers.
for joining
Happy
us.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. All right. We're back in just a couple of minutes. Meteorologist Michael Coos will break down the rest of the long weekend forecast after this break. Stay with us.
Wow. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But for many, just getting